I'd ask you to introduce yourself, but we have your name here. But you want to introduce yourself for the camera, and then we'll
Yeah,
jump right into it.
I'm Daniel Marin. I'm the voice of Namor.
Thank you so much for being here. As Mexican myself, I love Namor's character. I love everything about him I love playing him. I love all of his skins. I love all of his lore. How does it feel to bring him to life?
Honestly, it's amazing. It's one of these things that like it's a privilege and a gift to be able to do that. You know, the fact that he's Latin American, the fact that the MCU turned him into that, and they were so specific about making sure that whoever they cast was Latin American. It's awesome, and I actually got to do a few lines in Spanish that they hadn't written in Spanish, but I was like, you know what, this should be in Spanish. Even like my whale, his name is Giganto, but I was like, it's Giganto. We're speaking in Spanish, so that was really cool that they were very open to that and accepting. And it's just such a dream, honestly, to be able to be any superhero, but to be a superhero that also represents a lot of people. It's great. You know, I get people coming up to me and be like, man, the fact that there's, you know, a Latino representing, it's such a gift, really.
Yeah. I mean, and I think one of the biggest things that we saw is that not only is that you have like Latino representation, but they made him a sexy dude. He looks good.
Thirst trap and a half.
He's a thirst trap and a half. Were you a big fan of the character before you got the role? Did you jump in after?
I knew of him, and I thought Tenoch did an amazing job in the movie.
Yeah, amazing.
But I never really, he was like a secondary thing that I didn't really think about. It was once I booked the part that I was like, I need to learn about this guy. And so I bought every comic book that I could find, and I fell in love with him. He's just such a cool character. I think he's like misunderstood because all he wants is to have a queen by his side, rule his people in peace, and humans keep destroying that for him. So he's like, you know what? You know, I hate you humans, you know, and it's like, it's such a privilege, for real.
Yeah, sounds good. And then for this experience itself for Comic-Con, is this your first Comic-Con? How many have you been to? What's the experience been like so far?
I've been to Comic-Con so many times as a fan. So this is my first time on this side of the aisle. And
congratulations.
Thank you. It's a dream come true, really. I'm completely exhausted, but it's so worth it. You know, next week I'll be home being like, man, I miss Comic-Con. There was, you know, the fact that we get to sign autographs and take photos with fans. It's like, I've been there. I've been the fan that wants the pictures. So this is just so cool. I hope we get to do this forever, but I know we might not. So I'm taking it all in.
Yeah, all in at once. I love it. For your roles as Namor obviously has like a very, like you said, he's very kind of like to himself and has a lot of voice lines with lots of different characters. How was it like to kind of bridge those gaps between like Namor being a little bit more standoffish, but still having to like have so many interactions with all these characters and rivals?
You know, that's a good question because after reading more comics, I learned, you know, this is lore accurate. For example, like the interactions with Susan, you know. Like
as a Susan main, I hear him all the time.
Yeah. So, you know, him going like, "Oh, Susan, you wound me." Like I got that from a comic because I read it and I was like, "Oh my God, he's in love with Susan Storm." So when you go to record these things, now there's like a history that I know. You know, I'm waiting for the interactions with Scarlet because I know that there's a comic book where he first meets her when he first joins the X-Men, essentially, and he defends Scarlet from Magneto. And he's like, I will not align myself with someone who treats women this way. And knowing that, I know that for Namor, the women are the most important thing. You know, and everybody else, it's either you're on my side or in my way. So, you know, it's this gap of like, people ask me, like, is Namor a villain or a hero? I'm like, he's neither. He's just
Namor.
a guy. He's Namor. He believes in what he believes. And if you're on his side for that, great. If you're not, you better get out of the way.
Are you playing the game yourself? Or
absolutely.
Are you playing Namor? Do you play yourself?
I'm Lord Namor on console and on PC. I love the character. He's just so cool. He's such a thirst trap. I stream myself playing.
Very nice.
Where
are you streaming on?
I stream on Twitch and I'm Danger Marin. And I always play with viewers. So if you guys want to play with me, come on in. But yeah,
don't pick Namor.
Well, you know what?
He's auto locking that.
I started playing with Hulk so that people can have a team up if they want to play. And I'm also trying to Lord Squirrel Girl right now, which is really hard. But I love playing him. It's the game is just incredible. I'm addicted. We saw the stations back here where we were playing. We wanted to just get in and play.
I know, right?
Because Elia, who plays Bucky, and Jordan, who plays Adam Warlock, we've also we stream together all the time. So it's an addicting game. It's so much fun.
What do you think is what about it? What do you think is the the thing.
Well, I think, primarily the IP is great. You get to be these superheroes that are. It's not like you're playing like Metal Boy or Arachnid Kid. You're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Spider-Man, Iron Man, like these real characters. And also the gameplay is just super fun. It's not like, I grew up on Call of Duty, for example, and I love that game, and I still play it nightly. But it's the same play. No matter what character you are, it's the same stuff. We say different things, we look different things. But with Marvel, each character is different and specific, and you guys have to work together to achieve, things. So it's like, you can be Hulk and get in there and bash, bash, bash and get out. Or you can be Invisible Woman and just like do these cool things. Like the lore that this game follows, the attention to detail, the love that the developers have for it, it really shows. It's like,
Yes.
they don't just throw in a character. They throw in a character with like a well thought, why did we do this? Why are we throwing this in there? And
I mean, I think Blade's a great example. I mean, people have been speculating him for so long. Is there any characters that aren't in there yet that you're hoping come in there, maybe from your personal favorites?
You know what? And I hope they see this. If I could voice Ghost Rider. That would be
please!
amazing. Like, Robbie
Jaime Reyes!
would be so
Please!
cool. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see it. We need
too.
it. We need it. We
Guys,
need it.
please, many
Please.
Marvel games. Let me at least try to be Robbie Reyes.
Sounds good. Are you hoping to voice any other character outside of just like the video games? You seem like you're very, very in love with like Namor and these characters that come from like these Latin backgrounds. Any other characters that you're hoping to play?
Honestly, Namor has just been such a beautiful gift that I get to do this. So if I can continue doing that, if there's like an animated series or a show or something that I can keep doing that, it'd be awesome if like MCU had an alternate universe where it's the animated characters from the game.
Yeah.
And I got to do that. It'd be really cool.
You've heard it. It's another one for the game.
Another one, yeah.
We need the animated show.
Or have the multiverse where they get the characters, but they're played by the actors who voiced them in the game. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Other than that, at this point, I'm thankful with whatever comes my way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really enjoy this moment. So I can't even think ahead. I just want to think in this moment.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
being more now. Anything you want to say to our Spanish listening fans in Latin America?
Yeah. Sigan jugando el juego. Muchas gracias por todo y los espero ver en el juego. Protejan a su rey.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, sir.
Dude,
Really appreciate it.
you,
Can't
man.
wait to play no more when I get home today.
Let's go.